Hi, this is Gary from GAN Railroad, and I'm going to do an update on the Lionel Volume 1 2024 catalog, aka the Big Book. I've been gathering information on updates on stuff in there people have had questions about from listening to podcasts with people from Lionel. I've even emailed them and had contact with them, as well as they've appeared on some of the forums. Dave Olson has trying to get people to buy particular product, and I'll point that out what it is, and you should pre-order it if you really need it. So let's get started with the updates on the catalog, and I'll even throw in what I'm planning on ordering, is if you care. And I'm also going to show you the one Polar Express engine that has the laser paint, they call it. I actually have an engine that they use. They called it flash coat painting last year. I bought that engine, and I'll show you that engine so you get an idea as to what it looks like. All right, here's the engine with the blue paint that I was talking about. I'll show you that a little later. The triplexes or triplexes, however you say it. Train World has announced they're doing a caboose for these. Uh, and these Hiawatas here, see how they have the steam whistle? Well, they canceled the steam whistle. It's still going to have the steam. It'll be a pop off steam where actual pressure will push the steam out. They've decided to change the sounds and have um, the air horns. So when you get to choose which sound you want, air horn sound, Ryan Kunkel said there'll be three to choose from, and they'll still have two steam sounds on there. Not sure why, but that's what they're doing. And these are selling really well. These chassis are the number one most requested right now, or I should say pre-ordered. Ryan Kunkel says he's been working with CSX, and they told him a lot of other engines they're doing. He can't talk what they are. I wonder because they own Conrail, which used to be Penn Central and Pennsy and New York Central. I mean, they're doing New York Central, so couldn't they do Pennsy, or is that exclusive to Norfolk Southern? Same with Penn Central. At least do Penn Central in the green. I don't know if they ever had an engine in that, but I would buy that. I just think that looks sharp. The paint in this will not be green; it will be black. Um, they just had to get this catalog out real quickly. They said, and again, Ryan Kunkel, this is on the Train World. You could watch it yourself if you want. The Train World live stream. He said that all of this lettering will be in black, and they're working with a Reading Society. He said something like that to, or somebody from Reading to get the colors correct. So, and they're aware of the color problems before, especially with the Dreyfus. He didn't actually say it, but you could tell they know because on a podcast with Eric Siegel, Ryan was talking about the paints and how he they knew that there's some issues, and he mentioned the Pensy L1s were too green, and they were getting too green. And he says if you notice the I ones, the hippos, which I have, is really nice, is much closer to the green. It's more of a black. So he's acknowledged that he's working to get the colors better, working much closer with the people to make sure they're right. So I don't know what they were doing before that, but that's what he said. So we'll see. Okay, let's see what else updates do we have. These are selling really well, obviously. No, there was nothing on that. The hotbox reefers. All right, I've watched videos on these, and they're highly annoying. And I'm still not going to get one for now. I still want to hear it, but Ryan Kunkel said it's all new electronics and different sounds, and admitted that the old ones were pretty annoying. The alarm sound on it. So there'll be something new. I still want to hear it. This is a miss on the hot box. Mrs. O'Leary, the famous, who got blamed, probably not even a real person, got blamed. Her cow kicked over an oil lantern and started the Chicago fire that burnt half the city to the ground in the 1800s. So they didn't, I mean, they could have made that a hot box. What else is in here? This is something a lot of people, even myself, didn't know that this is actually freight sounds, and it's a kid talking to his dad. His dad works on a railroad during World War II. Pretty interesting. And more graffiti. Yeah, these cars down here, they were not the same road numbers, but they did just come out with these, but now they're vision lines. These these reefers are not as detailed as what you get with Atlas. These are the K line tooling, which became Lion Scale. Both things on these pages. So, but you won't get as much details like you would for Atlas. For me, I like that actually because I'm not as much into details and ooh wow as I am into function and just being able to run them and handle them without everything breaking off on them. They are going to do this is new tooling that they bought. These tank cars, they're going to be doing more different stuff with this. They are going to do LNG tankers. They're in the pipeline. Ryan said, him and Dave are working on them. And these right here, if you order these, um, was it these ones or is it the other ones? Anyway, they're making for these Berkshires. They're making passenger cars for them. It might be for Polar Express. I'm not sure. Maybe it's them. Whatever. I'm not into Berkshires, but they're making Berkshires. Passenger cars will be in the Volume 2 catalog. This is diecast, and this gap in here is just really for. This is really. This should not be. I mean, this is really for a picture. I don't even think these are hooked up when you look at them. I don't think the gap's real. A lot of people were wondering about that. I don't think it. I mean, look, there's no gap here. How's this thing going to turn with no gap? This is just to show it off in the pictures. It's just an artist rendition. This barn has sound, and it's only $10 more than the barns that don't have sound. These are all die cast. Also, they're not plastic. Let's see. The Union Pacifics are selling really well. Same with these passenger cars, and I'd asked about them to Lionel, and I said, "What type of lighting do they have?" And they have LED lights as well. They're supposed to be flicker free, so we'll see if they're flicker free, but they are LEDs. We'll see what kind. If they're the strips that are flicker free, they're just plug in LEDs. Push in LEDs. We'll see. I tried asking if they're going to ever make a sound card for these, and I didn't get a response. I'm gonna have to. This is on live stream, so I'll have to email them and see if they ever do. Even if it just had, the diners open and then just had the clickety clack. I have this is actually old MTH tooling. I have Rail King. I have the set of Pensy here. This set, but it's a dull silver with a black roof. So I'm gonna get one extra car here and just paint the roof. Not on this on the black ones. If it's shiny, I'll just leave the car as is. Whatever. But this is a great price. Pre-order prices for these are like $80 for these cars, and they're not bad. You can put people in them and everything. Let's see what else they talked about. Oh, Mr. Rogers here. Uh, they are going to do a Mr. Rogers trolley, but they got to get some sort of tooling. I don't know if they're going to combine it with their existing trolleys, somehow modify one of the trolley toolings, or they're just getting brand new tooling to make a trolley. So a lot of people are asking for it. So if they do come out with it, hope everybody buys it because tooling ain't cheap. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. This here is on both sides. This lights up. This is like fiber optic light, so it'll light up just like a sign in a bar. And they're going to do more of these. So that might be something you want to look at. What else do we have here? All this stuff, everything on this page glows in the dark. Here's the. This is the one with the blue. I'll show you that in a little bit. What it'll look like. This is supposed to be light gray or silver. Half the bottom half right here, where you see the cursor going over, and the top is white, but it's not showing up in here. That's what they said, Lionel. But who knows? They just may leave it like this. And Let's see. I want to. This is pretty cool. This is an improvement on the previous 153. You just stick your plug and play stuff in here, and you could either use a plug-in thing right in there, or you use this cord right here. And this is, I guess the sensor or something. But you could have it plug. You put say like an overhead signal or crossing gates, and you could time it. So if you could put this before uh, whatever you have it plugged into it, and you could adjust it underneath to up to 5 seconds. It could go off right away, or it could delay up to 5 seconds. You could hardwire it in underneath again, or just plug it in, and you get two things into here. This is an improvement. Um, let's see, where's the other thing that Dave talked about? Dave also went on the O-Gauge forum and asked people to order. If we get to it here. Here it is right here down the bottom. The LCS IRV2, or as I call it, the IRV2, and then you have the sensor add-on here. You get two of these add-ons. If you're using Fast Track, you don't need this. You just buy the sensor track. Anybody else using any other type of track, you can buy these. Now, there's no description in the catalog. The only place I can find you can pre-order it is Train World right now. I didn't even see it on Lionel's website, but your train runs over this, and what it does is it tells tells you that you're low on fuel or low on water. If you're running a steam engine, it can tell you how fast you're going, and it could even get you to stop and refuel and all that. So it just added fun to the experience of running your trains. And what do we have back here? Okay, the base three. Ryan was just asked about this. He says it's in production, but it's actually stopped for one reason: Chinese New Year. So when the Chinese New Year holiday, I guess they take off like we take off for Christmas, they'll be back. It's in full production. He expects them to have it by June or July, which means it'll be sent out probably in our hands sometime in August. He actually ordered 2,000 extra units because they sold out of all the pre-orders. The sold out meaning they could only make so much in one run. So he ordered an extra 2,000 to get out to people if they want them, or if you pre-ordered them, or just had dealers to have on the shelf. So they're on their way. Let me go through some more questions. The engine of the year. A lot of people want to know, or anything you buy off of Lionel pre-order, they won't bill you until it's actually shipped. Some people thought they'd get billed right away. The 4-car sets in the beginning. Let me get back to that here. The Hiawatha 4-car sets. They have the ducktail, and they have the sound on the back car here. Um, uh, yeah, another thing is okay, prices and inflation. A lot of people talking about prices. I was just looking through some 1990s catalogs from Lionel, and I know Dave from DA Griffin Hobby YouTube channel. When he's gone through some of them when the new catalogs come out, he'll go through 90s catalog and show you what they had and give the prices. And if you compare the prices, say for passenger cars, $650 for four those plastic ones with silhouettes and the flickering lights in them back then in 1994. And they're 16 inches, and they were $650. You get five of them. And this set here, where is it here? Okay, it's $13.99. Now you're going to pay. A lot of people have it pre-order prices like $1,000, $1,100. So you get four cars, but one of them has sounds. They do have passengers in them. They're metal. They're 18 inches. All of that. So you're getting four cars, one less car, but you're getting much more for the car. And $650 today is about $1,200. So really, you could get five cars. You could get an extra car. They don't sell single cars here, but you could get an extra car, like a regular coach, with these five, and you're just getting a lot more for the same price. A diesel engine in 1998 was $500, which is $933 today. Some people are complaining about some being $750. Some diesels, legacy diesels, the ES44s. Of course, pre-order price will be a little less, but that's still 100 and almost $200 less than a diesel from the 90s, adjusted for inflation. But the prices, if you look through 90s catalogs, are really high. Go do the inflation calculator. You're actually getting a deal on the stuff today. You're getting a lot more things on the stuff today. Okay, I believe that's all that I need for updates. So let me get to showing you the other train, or the painted train, the blue train. Okay, what I'm pre-ordering is the PRR Pennsylvania Railroad GP9, a super base, Pennsylvania Railroad U-boat. Let's see, Lionel Lines caboose, wood-sided caboose, the Chessie Sound boxcar, Lionel Lines passenger cars, one Pennsylvania Railroad coach to go with my other set. And I was looking, in my budget, it was like about, believe it or not, 335 and the pre-order price from Charles Rowe for a East Broad Top Doodlebug is 335, so why not get it? It kind of fills in my budget. Um, and I might go over a little bit. I'm looking at that wood-sided Christmas caboose car. I only have a couple Christmas cabooses, and I need one more to go with my Christmas stuff when I run. I have you see the shelf unit above me, and I have two loops or on a regular layout, like you see behind me. So I can run a whole bunch of stuff. So, and even if I put two cabooses back to back, say I get another one. Um, that's if you care. Now I'm going to show you the blue laser paint. They call it flash coat paint. This is what it is. I don't know if you could see it. Kind of, it does turn like a purplish color here. So it'd be easier with the tender here. I don't know if we could make it turn. It gets like a purplish color here. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera or not. I could see it on top, but this is what it is. It's really sharp. So I just thought I'd show that. Uh, Thanks for watching. Again, this is Gary from GAN Railroad. And please like, comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Thank you.